I've been playing violin for 7 years, and I've tried out so many different practice routines, but there's one practice routine that has been working wonders for me, and I'm gonna share that with you today. Alright, so the first part of the practice routine is to make sure your nails are cut. So you can look at this. My nails are cut. It's good enough, gets the job done. Next, I tune my violin. I use the app Sound Corset in order to get my A in tune, and from there, I tune in fifths. Now, step 3 is to warm up on our scales. And the reason I do it now is because there's a principle called Eat the Frog, which is basically you have to do the hardest task first. So if I procrastinate my scales, there's a high likelihood that I won't even do it. So I'd rather get it over with now. Scales really help your intonation and just overall make you sound better. So over there, I messed up my shift. So instead of continuing on playing, I have to go back to that part and correct it so that I don't make that mistake again. Alright, I'm not gonna bore you out by making you watch me playing scales, so let's move on to the next part of the practice routine. Arpeggios. Arpeggios help build hand coordination, and they also incorporate the big jumps that you find in a little bit more advanced music. So please practice your arpeggios. So the fifth part of my practice routine is to play my solo itself. So when I play my solo, I start off by playing the whole thing one time through. This is kind of like an audition run. And when you just play it through the first time, sometimes it doesn't sound that great. But you have time to work on it throughout your practice session. So don't worry if it sounds bad. After playing it one time through, I go to all the difficult sections that I've marked, and from there I work on it. Just one tip I would give you while practicing your solo or any big music that you're working on. Right now I'm working on an orchestra piece called Scheherazade, but anyways, the tip I would give is write down a lot of what you need to do in your music. Like the best musicians, they always write down a ton of stuff. When you write down the details, you're less likely to make a mistake. That's why we write a ton of things down. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek on the solo I'm working on. It's not perfect, but this is what like a first run, I guess, should ideally look like. So as you can see somewhere in the middle, I made a mistake, but I kept going on. And that's really the point. Just keep moving on your first try. And then we go back to it and fix it, and then it's gonna sound great. Now, the final part of this routine is to sleep. When you sleep, it helps remember and build those neurological connections with your fingers. So when you sleep right after practicing, it helps retain more of the information. So as you can see, I'm on my bed and I'm probably gonna doze off in a bit. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to learn from me personally, click on the top link in the description. It's a Google form. And then, yeah, I'll see you there. Good night.